My friends, let's talk directly and honestly because I know many of you are hearing some very loud and exciting headlines right now that sound almost too good to be true. You may have seen titles like, Trump just signed it, new executive order sparks nationwide dividend check buzz, and you might be wondering, did something really happen? Are new checks really coming for seniors like me? Is there some kind of dividend payment that I'm suddenly supposed to receive? In this video, I want to talk to you clearly, calmly, and respectfully, just like I would talk to my own family members if they called me and asked, is this real? What should I believe? So stay with me from beginning to end because we're going to go step by step, we're going to separate rumors from reality, and we're going to explain what is actually available right now for seniors, Social Security recipients, SSI, SSDI veterans, and retirees across the United States. Before we go deeper, let me say this very quickly and from the heart. If you appreciate clear explanations, if you like having someone break down complex financial topics in simple English without fear-mongering or confusion, then please consider subscribing to this channel and turning on all notifications. That way, whenever there is a real, confirmed update about Social Security, stimulus payments, pensions, or benefits, you will hear it calmly and clearly, instead of through panic or clickbait. It costs you nothing to subscribe, but it helps make sure you never miss important information that could affect your wallet, your planning, and your peace of mind. Now, let's address the phrase in that title, Trump just signed it. Whenever you hear that kind of line, especially connected to nationwide dividend checks, it is very important to pause and ask a few questions. What exactly did any president sign? Is it an actual executive order that's publicly available and can be read? Does it really create new checks for all seniors, or is it something else being exaggerated or twisted? The truth is, there have been many times in recent years when people online, marketers, or even some video creators use dramatic language like signed it, secret program, or hidden benefits to get attention. Sometimes they are talking about real programs but using dramatic words to make them sound bigger than they actually are. Other times they may be mixing real facts with speculation, rumors, or even pure marketing. In this script, I am not going to pretend that there is a brand new nationwide dividend check program that has just been created out of thin air with one signature. That would not be honest and it would not be respectful to you. What I am going to do is use that headline as a starting point to talk about the real world, how executive orders actually work, what kinds of benefits already exist for seniors, what dividends really are, what kinds of payments are actually being sent to people right now, and how you can protect yourself from scams or false promises while still making sure you never miss out on legitimate help that you are entitled to receive. So think of this video as your calm, reliable guide through all the noise. We will look at stimulus checks, Social Security payments, SSI, SSDI, VA benefits, cost of living adjustments, and we will also talk about private dividends from investments and why some people are trying to mix those ideas with political headlines. By the end, you should feel more informed, more confident, and less anxious. You will better understand what is real, what is just buzz, and what you can actually do to improve your financial situation as a senior citizen in the United States. Let's start by understanding what an executive order is and what it is not, because this is where a lot of confusion starts. In simple terms, an executive order is a directive issued by the President of the United States to federal agencies, telling them how to interpret or enforce existing laws, or how to prioritize their work. It is not the same thing as Congress passing a brand new law that creates a new long-term benefit program with money automatically flowing to every citizen. Executive orders can influence how agencies manage programs like Social Security, Medicare, or certain assistance programs, but they do not magically create money out of nowhere, and they cannot rewrite the Social Security system with one stroke of a pen. When you see claims that a president has signed an order that suddenly creates a new nationwide dividend check that everyone will receive just for being alive or just for being a senior, that should immediately raise a red flag. For actual major benefit programs, there are usually debates in Congress, budget discussions, bills, votes, and a lot of public detail. These things are not secret. They are documented, they are covered by national news, and they are published so that anyone can read them. If something is being advertised as some kind of hidden or secret order that only a few people know about but will pay massive monthly checks to anyone who watches a video or signs up for a newsletter, you can be pretty sure it is not a government stimulus program. Now, what are the programs that actually matter right now for seniors? The big pillars are Social Security retirement benefits, Social Security disability insurance, SSDI, supplemental security income, SSI, and various VA benefits for veterans and their families. These programs are not rumors. They are not buzz. They are real, they are funded through specific laws, and they follow detailed rules and schedules. On top of that, There are sometimes temporary stimulus payments or tax credits that are passed during times of crisis like we saw during the pandemic. Those were real, they were authorized by Congress, and they had well-defined eligibility rules. Another crucial piece is the cost of living adjustment, often called COLA. Each year, Social Security benefits may increase based on inflation, to help seniors keep up with the rising cost of essentials like food, housing, and medical care. That adjustment is not done by secret executive order. It is calculated through a set formula and announced publicly. The goal is to prevent the purchasing power of your Social Security checks from eroding too quickly because prices are going up. So where do dividend checks come into this story? The word dividend usually refers to payments that come from owning shares in certain companies or funds. These are not government payments. They are not Social Security. They are not stimulus checks. They are private sector payouts that individuals can receive if they invest in certain stocks, funds, or accounts. Some marketers have taken this perfectly normal investment concept and wrapped it in dramatic political language, using images of presidents and words like "new orders signed" to make it sound like a new government program. In reality, they are often just talking about investment strategies that may involve risk and are not guaranteed. As we move forward in this video, I want you to keep two tracks in your mind. One track is the real, official, government-backed benefits like Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA payments. The other track is private income sources like dividends, retirement accounts, and investments. Both matter for your financial life, but they are not the same thing and they should never be confused. If you have watched this far, it means you care deeply about understanding the truth behind the headlines, and that is something to be proud of. You are not just passively accepting whatever comes across your screen. You are taking the time to listen, to learn, and to think critically about what you hear. That mindset alone will help protect you in a world where information and misinformation can spread faster than ever. As we close, let me leave you with a few encouraging thoughts. First, you are not alone. Millions of seniors are facing the same confusion and worry, asking the same questions about checks, benefits, and future security. Second, there is help out there. Between Social Security offices, local senior agencies, veteran service organizations, and trusted advisors, there are people whose job is to help you navigate this complicated system. And third, being well-informed is one of the most powerful tools you can have. The more you understand, the less easily you can be misled, and the more confidently you can make decisions for yourself and your family. If you found value in this explanation, if it helped clear up confusion or gave you a more realistic picture of what is happening with stimulus payments, pensions, and benefits for seniors, I invite you once again to subscribe to this channel and stay connected. Together, we will continue to walk through these topics in plain English, step by step, without hype and without fear. Whenever there is a genuine update that affects your benefits, we will break it down carefully and honestly so that you know what it means for you. Thank you for spending your time with me today. Take a deep breath, hold your head high, and remember that you have already overcome many challenges in your life. With knowledge, patience, and caution, you can continue to protect your financial future. Please share this information with other seniors, family members, or friends who might be confused by dramatic headlines and promises of dividend checks or new orders. Sometimes the most powerful thing we can do for each other is share clear, calm truth.